once again, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time joining us today. Hi, my name is Hannah. I make a lot of videos on YouTube, usually story time, sometimes other stuff. This video is a story time because you guys are really invested in my Jennifer series or Crazy Coworker series or whatever this is called. I don't really know. I'm gonna keep the introduction short because I feel like this video is gonna be really long because of all the explaining that I have to do. But this situation is pretty much the reason that I'm quitting this job. It's not the only reason, but it is probably the biggest blow up that caused it. So let me get right into this. So this event was caused by a couple of other events. So let me just give you some backstory. A couple days before this happened, Jennifer and her friend came into the store and her friend bought a few things. So a day later, Jennifer calls me. She wasn't working. She called me and she said, hey, my friend wants to return one of the items, like swap it for something else. It's just too big. It was a necklace, you know, she doesn't like it on her. So we just want to swap it for something else. And I said, okay, sure. And I wrote down all the information. I wrote down her friend's name. I wrote at the top, Jennifer's friend, phone number, all that kind of stuff. And I left it on the desk in one of the offices. And I left early that day because I wasn't feeling well. I had kind of some stomach issues, whatever. Flash forward a few days, everybody's putting out jewelry. It's a normal day. It was pretty early in the morning because we put out jewelry before the store opens. And nobody was really talking. It wasn't talkative like it usually is. Usually when we're putting out jewelry, we're talking, we're laughing, we're talking about each other's night, you know, what happened. So Jennifer pipes up and she's like, why isn't anyone talking to me? And she's just talking. She never stops talking. She's always talking about something, usually a married man that she's dating or just a random man. So she's talking, and she says again, I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. This is horrible. Nobody wants to talk to me. So my coworker, Elizabeth, pipes up and says, no, Jennifer, we're just really tired. It's early in the morning. Everybody's ready to go home and go to bed. We just don't want to talk right now. And nothing else was said. Well, Jennifer has 2 cases of jewelry that she puts out. And usually what you're supposed to do when you finish with your cases of jewelry is go see if anybody else needs help putting out their case. Because the faster you get the cases out, faster we can open. That's just the thing. Well, Jennifer never really feels the need to help anybody else. She puts out her 2 small cases, goes to the back, gets some coffee, starts playing on her phone at the front desk. Well, she walked into the office where that note was about her friend. So I didn't write, you know, my name or anything on the piece of paper. I just kind of left it there for anybody who may need it if I wasn't there when her friend came back. So she goes back there and she finds that note. She grabs it, runs over to Elizabeth, who's putting out her stuff, and she is screaming at the top of her lungs, Elizabeth, why was this note on your desk? Why are you trying to steal my customer? I don't understand. Why is this here? I'm so confused. Why are you trying to steal my customer? Why was this on your desk? Blah, 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 like screaming in Elizabeth's face, like this close to her face, okay? Like this close to her face. And Elizabeth just stopped, and she goes, Jennifer, first of all, that's not my desk. It's just an empty office and we all sit at the desk. It's not my desk. It's not a big deal. Second of all, if you knew, that note is not in my handwriting. I didn't write that note. That's Hannah's handwriting. I don't know anything about that note. And so Jennifer's still screaming and carrying on and doing all this stuff. And she's like chasing her down the hallway. And Elizabeth's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, the owner of the store comes around the corner and he hears this. And he says, Elizabeth, I am so sick of your shit. And Elizabeth is like, What do you mean? Like, I didn't start a fight. She attacked me. And then Jennifer flips a switch and she's just like, oh, I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. I'm just concerned about my customer. I want to help my customer. And Elizabeth is just like, are you literally kidding me? You were literally just attacking me and screaming at me. And then you're going to flip the switch like you're the victim. Doesn't really make sense, but okay. So the owner of the store is screaming at Elizabeth when Elizabeth didn't do anything. She only really stood up for herself and answered Jennifer about what was going on. So it was a whole big thing. He yelled at her. Elizabeth started crying, you know, she was upset. Well, she was talking to the jeweler, and the jeweler was like, well, maybe you should just go and talk to him, because this isn't a new thing. The owner of the store picks on Elizabeth all the time. Literally, she never does anything wrong. She works full time. I've never witnessed her do anything incorrect at the store. She basically holds the store together because she's there every single day, every weekend. Like, she gets like one day off a week. That's it, okay? She is always there. She is what holds this store together, I'm pretty sure. She makes the most sales. She does the most. She teaches us how to do things correctly. She's literally the glue holding this place together. I'm not exaggerating. She is that good of a worker. And I respect her a lot because she does so much up there. So, I mean, I hate to see this happen because he really does pick on her all the time for nothing. She doesn't do anything. So it was really bothering me, and it bothered the jeweler too, because the jeweler is the owner's son, okay? This is a family business. He was like, yeah, that's really messed up. He should not have yelled at you. Like, that's messed up. He's always picking on you. You should go and talk to him about it and see what the deal is. Like, see why he's always picking on you. So she was like, yeah, that's a really good idea. I'm going to go talk to him. So Elizabeth goes and talks to the owner of the store. Mind you, none of this would have happened if Jennifer had not started this whole thing and attacked Elizabeth for no reason. So, and I still don't know why she was upset. Like, I literally told her when I called her, or she called me, hey, I'm writing all this stuff down in case y'all need it. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway, Elizabeth goes and talks to the owner of the store. And, you know, she started crying when she was telling him that she was really upset and stuff. He screamed at her. He cussed at her. I might dive deeper into that situation later in the future, like tell you guys what all was said. But he cussed at her. He screamed at her. He told her that she needed to act like an adult, even though she's the only one up there pretty much who acts like an adult. I mean, I'm there, but I'm only there on the weekends now because school is starting again. So it's just like, why are you telling her to act like an adult when you have other employees who are taking 2-hour lunch breaks and screaming across the store and making us look bad in front of customers? Why are you screaming at the one good employee you have, or the one great employee? I'm sorry, I consider myself a good employee. A lot of people have been commenting that I'm just so stuck up and I think that I'm the best. I know I'm not the best, but I also know that I'm not the worst. If you don't have any confidence in yourself, you're never going to get anywhere. So yeah, I'm confident that I'm a good worker. Am I the best worker? No, that is Elizabeth by far. She is the best. So I don't understand why the owner of this store is driving her away by being extremely mean, cussing at her, basically emotionally abusing her, and treating everybody else, aside from me because he doesn't like me anymore, treating everybody else like, you know, they're the best, and Elizabeth is horrible, and Hannah's not that great, even though I pick up the slack for, not Elizabeth, I pick up the slack from Jennifer not doing her work, and I pick up the slack when Ashley doesn't do what she's supposed to do. So it's like, I don't know if he's picking on us because we're the two youngest people there, and Ashley and Jennifer are older, but I don't really care for it I think it's really rude, especially when I've worked really hard. I know that Elizabeth works really hard every single day, so I don't think that that's okay. I know this has kind of spiraled into the reason that I'm quitting this job, but just know that Jennifer is the root of these problems. Because if she wouldn't start things and get the owner upset and get everybody else upset, then this type of conflict would not occur. I'm just saying. Because every big blow up or every dramatic situation that I have witnessed or even heard about, I've witnessed a lot, but I've also heard about a lot. Everything comes back to Jennifer. She's always starting something. She's always got to be the center of attention. She's always got to cause a dramatic situation, and I'm not here for it. I mean, yeah, it makes great content for my YouTube channel. Great. But at work, I'm kind of miserable because of her. And because the boss of the store, the owner of the store, is miserable. And I think that that's probably in part with, you know, the lack of work that she's doing and the drama that she's always starting and the mistakes that she's making. I'm not trying to say that Jennifer is the worst person in the world, but I am trying to say that I don't think that she's a good fit for this job. I don't know if she's fit for any professional environment because of her behavior. And I'm not saying that I'm the best. I really want to emphasize that because some people have gotten the impression that I just think that I am the holiest of holies. I am the best worker that there ever was. That's not true. I have bad days. There's some days when I don't feel like doing anything. I still do it. There's some days when I don't feel like going to work. I still go. Okay? I don't take 2-hour lunch breaks. I take usually less than an hour, 40 minutes or so, and then I come back, okay? I don't want people to get the impression that I think that I'm just the best worker there ever was, because I'm not. But I am a good worker, and I work hard. I don't slack off. I do what the boss tells me to do. I help customers. I do my job. I do stuff that's outside of my job. But Elizabeth does the most. Okay, I want y'all to know this coworker is the best worker I've ever seen. She goes in every day. She doesn't complain. She does everything, okay? She taught me everything. She's tried to teach Ashley and Jennifer, even if they don't want to learn. She's tried. And she's never been mean. She's never been snarky. She's always happy to do it. And she's one of my best friends now because I really appreciate everything that she does, and she has a really good heart, and she's just a really good person. And I think that the reason that I have enjoyed this job and the reason that I've done as well as I have is because Elizabeth was there to teach me and to help me and to be a friend to me. So I really think that she is a big part of why a lot of people are staying at this job. I'm just saying, because Jennifer has done an excellent job of driving people away. So there you go. Thank you guys once again so much for joining me again today. Leave me a like if you like this video, comment down below, and subscribe because I make new videos every Monday and Friday. Thank you guys once again so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.